Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the press conference. Unfortunately, what has happened, Marian Bab, who was he was traveling, got some car problem has taken place. Met with him. So he may come, he may not come. However, we will continue. Okay. Now, today's press conference by our AITC is regarding the acquittal in the power rebate scam of Sri Movin Gurino by the judiciary. This acquittal has exposed the BJP how it is out to protect scamsters rather than see that scamsters are punished as per law. The judgment is very clear, which says that I will mention the para at 129, that material witnesses who ought to have been examined were not examined by the prosecution. Now, what is the meaning of this? This prosecution is under the BJP government. Is the BJP government has to be in control, especially when a scam is supposed to have taken place during the Congress regime. Now, what does it show? It is not interested in taking and seeing that scamsters are put behind bars as per law, so that there is a deterrent that such elected representatives do not behave in this type of fashion and keep on doing scams. Now, when you go to the judgment, and these are not my charges, I'm making the statement based on the judgment. Therefore, I mentioned the para which says that material witnesses have not been examined. Now, at page 167 of the judgment, it is a 175-page judgment. At para 133, the judge has recorded in the judgment that the complainant none other than the late ex-Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, and the then acting Chief Minister, Mr. Pratap Singh Rani, were not examined by the prosecution. And the judiciary has drawn an inference. Again, I'm repeating, not my charge, it is there at para 133, page 167, that both these personalities did not enter the witness box because they wanted to conceal material facts. Now, this is a very serious observation made by the judge. He says his inference is that these two did not enter the witness box to conceal. It's a very serious observation. Concealing material facts tantamounts to that you are a part of the crime. Please understand. The court has further, at page 173, at para 139, has recorded that the investigation was malafidely conducted. Now, all this is not my charges. I am quoting you the judgment, page with paragraph. So, what does it tell us? That this government, though the scam was done by during the Congress regime, that there is a nexus. As you see, people from here going there, nothing is happening. Going there is a legal part is going on. But here there is a scam and the judge has come to a conclusion in his judgment that the whole thing is malifiedly conducted, the investigation. Very serious charge, and the inference that the judge has drawn is that two prime people who happen to be both ex-chief ministers did not enter the witness box to conceal material facts. It's a very, very serious observation. At page 173, para 141, it is clearly admitted that whatever rebate was obtained by two companies, the two who are also co-accused in this, number 6 and 7 have been recovered. Now, if an ordinary thief is caught and the material is recovered from them, that becomes evidence against them. But in this particular case, it is recovered in crores, 4 crores, something it is. So, what are we exactly looking at? What is this whole judgment telling us? That this government has kept its washing machine ready, put them in the washing machine, and everything is clear. But this is just not a washing machine where something happened 10 years ago. This happened within this government. This government, before coming to power, started it, and this is how it is. And the prime person who lodged the complaint, it is drawn in the judgment that he did not enter the witness box because he wanted to conceal material facts. Unfortunately, he is not here now, but that does not absolve the crime. The crime stands. Now the minister is shouting about, saying that for 22 years he had to face this case. And for no reason, he had to face all humiliation. What is the no reason? When it is here clearly in the judgment that everything has been concealed. It is not that you are innocent. For 22 years, money has been recovered. Or they paid it back. Why? Because there was a fraud. But you pay the money back and you are set scot free. An ordinary thief, if he is caught, that becomes an evidence against them for the material that has been recovered. But here, the whole case goes on. And the judge has mentioned that though there could be strong suspicion, it is not sufficient to convict him as guilty. So you have got just the benefit of doubt, but there is so much of record to show that the scam happened. Money is paid back. And you are saying that you are unnecessarily this. Tell him to come for a debate. I'll expose him totally. That's it.
Now that he's got acquitted, do you think that the government should go with an appeal?
See, I don't want to get into that for the simple reason I will tell you. I'm still examining the legal aspect. If they have to go to appeal, late Manohar Parrikar, who tried to conceal facts, is not there. Pratap Singh Rani is at his very old age. Would they make him an accused for concealing facts? Because that's the observation of the court. Is my question. Just go in appeal and try to, whitewash, make a tamasha to say that we have gone in appeal and nothing going to do. I don't see much. 22 years our judicial system took to get this into the position. But you see, there are so many material. I have just pointed out to you these two prominent people who claim to be very above board are not entering the witness box. The inference drawn by the judge itself saying that they wanted to conceal material facts.
So you mentioned that there was clear evidence that the rebate was done.
Rebate was returned back. They said.
Returned. So based on that fact also, do you think the judgment could have been the other way around?
No, because there are so many other facts. The material witnesses who should have been there for 22 years, they are allowed to play with them. No, the matter was first dropped. Again, it came to court. Again, it was revived. A lot of tamasha took place. So, a big part will take another 30 years. My question is, and I see at the end of the day, you will have to hold the investigating officers responsible for doing this sharing. Because the prosecution, the court also at page 173, para 139, has recorded that the investigation was malafidely conducted. That means what? It is done with intention to keep him out. And he's trying to, I am innocent. What is I innocent? This is not the judgment. These are not my charges. I am quoting the judgment. Today I have not made anything of my charge. That's why I told you, I challenge you to come for a debate. And I will expose how. You may see, there is a saying in the judicial process, all those who are acquitted are not innocent. And all those who are convicted are not guilty. A bogus case can be put upon you and you can get convicted. By framing, what they call it, if you are framed, you can get convicted. And when you have done it, this is the position. Don't allow witnesses to come into the box. Don't frighten this witness. Don't examine that witness. And finally, the judge comes to the conclusion that this whole investigation was malafide, means it is done with intention to allow this man to go free.
So every time such incidents happen or such cases happen and they are acquitted, there has to be some learning taken out for the government.
Nothing happened. I will show you people where strictures have been passed. Okay, you have not seen any stricture being passed. Strictures have been passed against the IO. They have been where sub-inspectors have rechanged USPs. So this is our system. This has got to do with the system.
Thank you.
सर मारियानो रॉड्रिगेज की कॉफी पे चर्चा विद एमएलए